Hello, YouTube. So, uh, today gonna be doing a Hazbin Hotel song tier list, season one, seeing as season two just finished up. I thought I'd rank the songs. Now, this is the only tier list I could find, and it's weird. It has one pilot song, which seems to be inside of Every Demon Is a Rainbow. Oh, but no others. It has Addict, and it has Addict too, which are technically canon. They're soft canon. Power and Addict are soft canon, but so yeah. For some reason, it's missing the other two pilot songs, so I'll just say where they go. The first song from the pilot, at the end of the rainbow, there's happiness or something like that, goes in C. Fine song. Now B. It's a fine song that establishes the plot of Hazbin Hotel. Hell, fine. It's just fine. What? Okay, now see. The big thing about that song is the visuals. It doesn't. That's how. That song's basically nothing without the visuals. It's fine as a song, but in the context of Hazbin Hotel, no, it's nothing without the visuals. Next, Inside of Every Demon Is a Rainbow. This goes in B. It's a great song. I wouldn't listen to the song on its own, but in the context of Hazbin Hotel, like the pilot, it's incredible. It's very good. It establishes Charlie as who she is. It's so good. Good for establishing Charlie as a character. But I won't listen to it on its own, so it goes in B. Next, Alistair's reprise of it. That goes in A. That I would actually listen to on its own. It establishes... It's like a red herring in establishment of Alistair as a character, even though that's not what... No, that's not actually what he's doing, like his goal at the hotel, what he says in that song. It's incredible. And again, I would actually listen to it on its own because it's short and sweet, and it's still really catchy. Like the stuff that I'm not a big fan of Inside of Every Demon Is a Rainbow is pretty much gone. On, and also if I'm remembering correctly, the instrumentals are a wee bit different, and I prefer the instrumentals for Alistair's reprise. I also just prefer Alistair as a character to Charlie, so that probably helps. Next, Addict. This is it's tough because it's not in the confines of the actual show. It's possible it was gonna be, but Poison took its place. So I don't know. I'm not gonna put it should not exist because it absolutely deserves to exist. It gave us a glimpse into Angel that we didn't get in the pilot. I'm wondering if it's A or B. B. I've listened to it on my own. Surprisingly, it's not my type of music. A lot of these aren't actually. It's all just Always Forever, and maybe you didn't know they're actually my type of music that I listen to regularly. So, yeah, these other ones but a lot of these I have listened to on my own time. But basically, okay. Addict, I have listened to on my own time, and it's a great song for Angel Dust, for Angel. However, I can't give it above a B tier because it's not in the actual show. If it were in the Like, if it were in the context of the show itself, it would be an A tier. But I can't. Just can't. I can't give it A tier because it's not, like, it's not in the actual show or even the pilot. If it was in the pilot, I could give it A tier because the pilot is soft canon. And or even the soft canon comics. If it was in one of those, I could maybe even give it A tier. But then it wouldn't really be a song. So I don't know. Unfortunately, as standalone, I can only give it B tier at the highest. Like top of B tier at the like high B tier at the highest. Alright, next. On to season 1, Happy Day in Hell. B tier. Nah. Actually, no. I don't need a C tier, actually. I'm not gonna use it. Happy Day in Hell goes in B tier. I have listened to it on my own time, but it's not my go-to. Like, if it's on my playlist, but it's really just, if it comes on, I'll listen to it. It's not something that I would go out of my way to listen to, like anything that I'd put in A or S tier. It's a good establishing song. Like, it establishes the setting of hell. It reestablishes Charlie as a character, or for people who didn't watch the pilot, or for people who aren't ginormous fans of this show like I am, and rewatch the pilot like 20 fucking times. I'm just waiting for the actual show. Oh, who for a bit refused to watch Hell of a Boss because he was stubborn and was pissed off because it felt like it was replacing Hazbin Hotel. Oh, now that changed, obviously, especially because I plan on doing a full analysis of Hell of Boss, probably starting today actually, but because that's like just a full reaction. I could easily just put it on YouTube as an analysis reaction video in series, because I'm pretty sure Spindle Horse is fine with people reacting to their stuff as long as they make it transformative. Yeah, but yeah, Happy Day Now, B tier. It's good song, but not when I go in my way to listen to. It's a good establishing and song. It's song of hell as a setting that we didn't even get fully in the pilot. We got some visuals in the pilot, but it's a good like establishing song for the setting of hell, and it's good for establishing the character, Charlie's character. You know what? Let me just quickly do this. Oh wait, no, this is Alistair's reprise of Instead of Every Demon's Rainbow. I thought that this was, because this is his pilot look. For a second, I thought this was Helder's Greatest Dad. This is Helder's Greatest Dad. So, okay, this goes in A tier. They're so much in the first song from the pilot, but whatever. Okay, now before going further, these three should not exist. They don't need to exist. They are wasted time. Everything that these songs do could be done better with an exposition dump. They could be done better with dialogue. I understand that people look down on exposition, and and I understand. Yes, like there's certain stuff like exposition should be used sparingly, if possible. Like if you can show something, I I'd rather you do that. But if exposition is needed, go ahead, do exposition. Exposition's fine. It's a valid form of storytelling. And it's a valid narrative tool. Well, do not just look down on exposition and because it's just dialogue. Dialogue's fucking great. Great. What is the one thing people praise most about the Monogatari series and Bango Senpai? It's fucking dialogue. Exposition is fine. Just, if possible, use it sparingly. If you're good at showing stuff, show it. If you're better at exposition, use fucking exposition. Now, I'm not saying Vivzy Pop isn't good at showing stuff. When we get to when I get to Poison, and that's really, and like some other stuff like Loser Baby and stuff like that, that's gonna become apparent. However, these things should not just be shown. These should be told. These should be exposition dumps. Just dialogue, straight dialogue. Welcome to Heaven, Respectless, and Out for Love do not need to exist, and they should not exist. Everything they say could be said with an exposition dump, and would be better as an exposition dump. Out for Love doesn't even make any fucking sense. And what's the line? You're out for vengeance, Baggy, you're out for blood, but what you need to do is be out for love or something like that? That's what she fucking is. First off, you're out for vengeance, Baggy, you're out for blood? No, what? Fuck no. That's never been a part of her fucking character, even in the pilot. Out for love? That's been a part of her character even during the pilot. Wait. First off, this song already invalidates everything this song is saying. Second way, even if we go as far back as the pilot, everything Vaggie does is for Charlie. She punches a cameraman for Charlie. He tries to help Charlie prepare for her interview. He gets angry at Angel on Charlie's behalf. She warns Charlie about Alistair. Everything she's doing, everything she's done has been for Charlie. Never once has it been said she's out for vengeance, and never once has it ever even seemingly been implied that she's out for vengeance. If Out for Love was, or if instead there was some kind of thing mentioning at least that she wants to get revenge, sure. If Out for Love was instead about self-love, great. That's incredible. Because that's the arc. That's the arc Vaggie should be going on. Not fighting for the people she loves. Because she's been doing that the entire show, even during the pilot. That's not her issue. Her issue is with self-love. She hates herself. That's her issue. Her character arc in season 1 should be about learning to actually love herself. That just as much as the people in the hotel love her. That should be her character arc. Not this shit. These three do not need to exist. These two should have been exposition dumps. This one just has nothing valid to say. I don't like any of these three songs. I would not listen to them at all. Unless it's in the confines of rewatching the fucking show. The most valid one to exist is Respectless, but again, it'd be better as an exposition dump. You know what? If they had, if not inside of Rainbow, if they had the first song from the pilot, it would actually really be down here. It doesn't need to exist. It would be better as an exposition dump. Like, and in the actual show, they had an exposition dump at the start, which is good. Like, the first song in the pilot should have always been an exposition dump. It would have just worked better as an exposition dump. Alright, why is this so out of order? But next is Hell is Forever. I want to put it in S, but I'm going to put it in A. Right above Alistair's reprise of Inside of Every Game is a Rainbow. Because, like, it's the same thing as it's an establishing song for Adam. And it's a great establishing song for Adam. But it doesn't do much. And it does, and it sets up the time crunch that Charlie needs to redeem someone before the angels come, in 6 months, or else before the angels come, for the next extermination, setting up that it's been moved up by half a year. It does pretty much the same thing as Happy Day in Hell, except changes establishing the setting to establishing the main conflict. Great. The only reason why I put it in A tier, unlike Happy Day in Hell, is because I would actually go out of my way to listen to Hell is Forever. Like, if I scroll down on my Spotify playlist, I would pass by Happy Day in Hell to get to Hell is Forever. Because Hell is Forever is just my type of music more so. I'm a rock fan. I'm a fan of rock music. Not really Broadway music. Like, there are some Broadway songs that I like, but none of them are on my playlist. None of them I really listen to a whole bunch. Like, I really only listen to them in the confines of whatever show or movie they're in. Like, and the song will come out tomorrow from Annie. I like the song. Well, is it on my playlist? No. Do I listen to it on my own time? No. But if I'm watching Annie, I'm gonna enjoy my time listening to it. That's how I feel about Happy Day in Hell. Whereas Hell is Forever is just a good song on its own. Outside of the confines of the show. I mean, so is Happy Day in Hell. But, like, it's just a song I could listen to in any mood I'm in. Whereas Happy Day in Hell, like, okay, how do I explain this? Hell is Forever, I would actually choose to listen to. Happy Day in Hell, if it comes on my playlist, I'm like, sure. Usually when I hear Happy Day in Hell, it's in the confines of a rewatch of season 1 of Hazbin Hotel. It's in the confines of a rewatch of Hazbin Hotel. That's why it's down here and not an A tier. And that's why Hell is Forever is an A tier, because I would actually choose to listen to it. Next is episode 2. That's, I would have stayed gone, and it starts with sorry. Because it's episode 3. This is episode 3. Yeah. Stay Gone. I mean, I've analyzed Stay Gone. Like, my past 2 streams, I'm pretty sure, were literally, were about analyzing the villain songs of Hazbin Hotel. So I've also analyzed this song. I did not analyze Respectless because I did not want to listen to it. It's A or B. Nah, I have to give it A. Because I choose to listen to. Nah, I did last year. Oh shit. But, like, I did choose to listen to it last year. But now it's another one where if it comes on my playlist, I'll listen to it. But, like, I would choose to listen to it still. I just haven't. It always just doesn't do enough as Hell is Forever or Inside of Every Demon is a Rainbow. I mean, it establishes Vox, which is good, but Vox isn't really an important character in season 1. Not until season 2, this latest season, is he at all important. So, I don't know whether to give it A or B. Because, like, Stay Gone is a great villain song. I've analyzed it a couple weeks ago, and I talked about why it's a good villain song, and it's good, and it's a great establishing song for Vox, showing how menacing he can be, but how pathetic he truly is. And I do choose, and I have chosen to listen to it, and I would choose to listen to it again. I just haven't recently. And I don't know if it does enough as Hell is Forever or Alice's reprise of Inside of Every Demon is a Rainbow to give it A tier. I'll put him in top of B for now, and I'll see if that changes. Because, God, it could easily go either way. Next, it starts with Sorry. This is a B tier. It's a great song. Like, it's an enjoyable song in the confines of the show. I would never choose to listen to it. I don't even think it's on my playlist. But I think it might be the only season 1 song outside of these 3 that is not on my playlist. But, like, and it's a great song to begin Serpentius' redemption arc. Like, it's a great song to start Serpentius' redemption. To start the redemption of Serpentius. However, it really just establishes something. Like, it really just establishes that Serpentius is joining the hotel, which I felt was pretty obvious. It's a good song, but it's not. I'm not even going. Like, I can't even think of any reason to put an A tier. I don't listen to. Actually, no. I gotta put it in a C tier. Just because it doesn't even do enough for B tier for me. Like, C tier doesn't mean it's bad. The bad songs are down here. But C tier just means it doesn't do enough. I would never, and I don't listen to it outside the confines of the show. Oh, but it does something at least that could not be done better with an exposition dump. These three, I would never listen to outside the confines of the show. I just hate them in general. I actually like this song. But these three I actually hate. I would never listen to outside the confines of the show. And anything they say is better said with an exposition dump. And this one has nothing valid to say because it's talking about stuff about Vagie's character that was never part of her character, even in the pilot. This one at least does something, but it's not enough. It doesn't do the same thing. It doesn't do the same as any of these songs in A or B tier. So it goes down to C. Next, episode 3. This one's here. What's this one called? Whatever It Takes. Whatever It Takes, that's B tier. Like, again, great song. I don't listen to it outside the confines of the show, or if it just randomly comes on my playlist. List on shuffle. It establishes Vagie and Carmelo Carmen's like motivations wonderfully. It's a great song to establish motivations, but we didn't get enough. We didn't get enough in between. Like, we didn't get enough build-up to this. We needed a bit more build-up for Carmelo Carmen. Vagie's fine. We've known Vagie since the pilot. Like, this is fine for Vagie. Vagie, I have no complaints with her in the song. I just think the song should have come later, and that the show, this is like how my biggest complaint about Hazbin Hotel has always been the pacing. Pacing has always sucked for Hazbin Hotel, unfortunately. 8 episodes just isn't enough. If they were an hour each, maybe, but still, it needs to be like 12, 16, 20 episodes per season. And this song needed to come later. We needed more on Carmelo Carmen before this song. Like, we just saw her in the pilot. She had no speaking lines in the pilot. She was not. She didn't even appear in episodes 1 or 2, from what I'm remembering. And this is the first episode we properly get introduced to her, and she's already having this song that would be really exclusive to a already established character like Vagie. It's not C tier because it's on my playlist and I would listen to it if it comes on, but I wouldn't choose to listen to it either. So even if it did more, it would not go in A tier, but still. Like, something has to do a lot for it to go into A tier and for me to not listen to it myself. Hell's Greatest. Wait. 3, 4. No, Hell's Greatest as episode 5. Poison. Mm, A or S? I don't know. S. I talked about how the Hazbin Hotel writers can definitely do visual or storytelling without needing exposition. Again, I still think these two should have been exposition dumps, and this one just shouldn't exist. Period. With at least not without major tweaks, and even then, this should still be an exposition dump. Uh, like it should just be dialogue. Like Poison just has so many visual metaphors on top of the lyrics that this could never, or like, this could never be anything but a song. Like, neither can any of these. These all have to be songs. However, this one is the only one where, like, I could never see any world and where this is where this story is told without a song. The metaphor, the visual metaphors of Angel's abuse in Poison are horrifying and really hard to watch. And so they're thrown out the window, basically. But that's why it works. Like, it shouldn't be subtle. It's hard to watch because it's the truth. And the truth is hard. That's why the Poison works so well. And the lyricism is incredible. The lyrics are incredible. And it paints this unfortunate, very unfortunate picture of Angel blaming himself for the situation he's in. Now, is Angel completely free of blame? No. Because technically, he was the one who agreed to the contract with Val. He could never be fully free of blame, unfortunately. However, Val holds the most blame in here. But Angel puts all the blame on himself because the only thing he feels in control of is who he blames. But even that, Val kind of probably manipulates him into thinking he's to blame and fully for the situation he's in. So, like, everything about Poison is actually perfect. It's not my type of music. I still choose to listen to it on the regular. That's how good it is. I have actually no complaints about Poison. Now, someone who has been in an abusive relationship in the past may say differently. I haven't been in an abusive relationship, so I don't know. However, from what I've heard from people who have been in abusive relationships, they generally don't have many complaints about Poison. And from what I've heard. So I've actually heard quite the opposite, so yeah. But this Slippery Slope, this isn't like something I'll really get into because, again, I don't have the right life experiences to properly talk about this in any meaningful way. Loser Baby. S. Yet again, it's just like Poison. I feel the same way about Loser Baby as I do about Poison. Just a wee bit more my type of music. Still not my type of music. The body language of Angel and Husk in the song is incredible. Well, it establishes this dynamic between them that's very, very good. And the similarity between them that's very, very good. Really? Sometimes you need to be called a loser. Like sometimes it needs to be called how someone needs to call it how they see it. Husk does that to Angel, and Angel appreciates it. The problem is with Charlie and Angel is Charlie always tries to kind of uplift Angel and kind of like compliment Angel. Tell pretty lies to Angel. Pretty white lies to Angel. And while yes, sometimes pretty white lies are what someone needs, that's not what Angel needed. And like to save them from more hurt, that's not what Angel needed. Angel didn't need someone to lie for them. Angel didn't need someone to lie for him. Angel needed someone to tell him the truth. And that's what Charlie failed to do, and that's what Husk did. He told Angel the truth. Angel's a loser, but he never actually blames Angel for the situation he's in. Angel says, "I sold my soul to a psychopathic freak," placing the single part of his situation that he's actually at fault for, and then before Angel can say anything else to say that to put himself at fault, Husk says, "And you think that makes you unique?" Husk putting the only part of his contract, like with Alistair, or the only part of the blame that's on him, he mentions that too. But then nothing else is said to do that they are to blame for their situation, which is true, because they are, like, when I say that they are partially to blame for their situations, I mean very minimal. Like, they're the ones who let themselves get in the situation. However, they're not the one in control of the situation anymore. So it's unfair to put any more blame on them than that initial choice that they had. And we don't even know their full situations. Once we know the full situations of their contracts, I easily could take all the blame away from them. You could easily take all the blame away from them. It all depends on the situation they were in when they made the contract. So, from what we know, it seems like Husk was a wee bit more, is probably a wee bit more actually at fault for his situation than Angel, because we don't know a lot about why Angel's in the situation, why Angel sold to Val. Although it might seemingly due to him actually falling in love with Val. Husk has a gambling problem, we know this, and he was probably gambling, and it seems like he was gambling against Alistair, probably for his soul. We don't know why Alistair maybe cornered him and manipulated him into it. So until we know more, I will say that they hold very minimal amount of fault for their situations, but most of the fault are on Val and Alistair. Uh, but yeah, these two songs I genuinely have no complaints about. Like, I have no criticisms. Other than they're just not my type of music, and yet I still choose to listen to them on the regular. These will probably be the only two, at least from season 1 in S tier. There might be some in season 2 that are in S tier, I don't know. Next, see, episode 5, that is Hell's Greatest Dad, and oh my god, there's a reprise missing. Actually, there are a few songs missing. Um, more than anything. Hell's Greatest Dad. C tier. Nah, B tier. It's on my playlist. It establishes a dynamic between Lucifer and Alistair, which is great. It establishes it's an establishing song for Lucifer as a character, which is great, and it's a great establishing song for that character, for Lucifer as a character. But just it doesn't do enough, and I don't listen to it. I choose to listen to it. So it's B tier. More than anything, also B tier, though higher. I think this should be here, and this should be here. Oh yeah, but like Poison It is what Addict. Like if Addict was actually in the confines of the show, it would probably be up here, but because it's not, it's down here. I should. I. Nah, yeah. More than anything goes here. It's a very very good emotional song, and like my issue is it doesn't have enough build up. If it had more build up, it would be the only song that I don't listen to on the regular to make it into A tier. Like they don't choose to listen to. Ooh, that would make it into A tier. But because it doesn't have that build up, it has to go in B tier. There are quite a few songs missing. Six. That's Welcome to Heaven, and you didn't know. You didn't know. That's gonna be another B tier. I have chosen to listen to You Didn't Know. I wouldn't, but it's not often. And even if I did, there's just not enough setup, dude. Like, if there was more setup, it would, like, more than anything, it would make it into A tier. Because it's that good of a song that establishes Charlie and Emily's dynamic and their parallel and like how they and like the parallel to Woot and Adam, and like the imagery of Sarah looking at hell with fire in her eyes, that smile as she's saying, saying, like, I'm only doing what's necessary, basically. That's what she's saying. Thought that I'm older. It's my older shoulder. I wanted to save you. the anguish it takes to do what is required as the fire is in her eyes with that big as the fire is in her eyes with that big smile. It's very, very, very direct and like not like simple imagery, but it's effective. And it's a reassuring smile, but like it how I see it is we are she's not meaning it in a malicious way. From season 2, we have no reason to assume it was any kind of it was malicious in any way. Just it's so like just but so how I see it is in that scene we're looking through Emily's eyes. How Emily sees Sarah in that moment, she sees her as this malicious person who didn't even think twice about greenlighting the exterminations. Again, incredible song that does a lot for like for Charlie, Emily, Sarah, even Adam a little bit, and and Vaggie a bit too. Just it's not. There's not enough build up. If there was one more episode in heaven, then it would be an A tier. 2, it could even go in S tier, or depending on how good the episodes were. Just I can't. Unfortunately, I can't. B tier. Okay, they're missing both episode 7 songs. They're not. They're missing one episode 7 song. Oh for Love is an episode 7 song. It should not exist. It should have just been it. Well, it there's literally nothing in it that applies to Veggie's character. Right? That should be a character arc for Veggie, because nothing Carmel Carmine mentions applies to Veggie. Has ever applied to Veggie. So yeah. Then there's Ready for This. Ready for This is C tier. It's necessary. It needed to be a song. I guess it didn't. It really could have just been a speech. Honestly. It's fine as a song. Like, it works either way. So I don't know if I should put in... If I would put in Should Not Exist. Like, Ready for This works either way as a speech or just dialogue, or as a song. It works either way. So I don't know if I would put in Should Not Exist or C tier. Cause like it's like in this weird middle ground. It's kind of like Stay Gone. Nah, I'm putting Stay Gone in A tier. It just does more than these songs. I've listened to it and have chosen to listen to it more. Chosen to listen to it multiple times. And like it has, like it doesn't need build up. It's more setup up. It's more a setup song. But yeah, I have to. I'll just make a new row. I'll just make a new tier. No, it's not more than anything reprised. That when a oh, I haven't gone to that yet. Stupid A, missing A in A key. I hate it. I I can. There we go. Okay, ready for this would go here because it's in between A tier and should not exist. Because I don't feel comfortable putting in either. Like it, it can't because again it could just be dialogue and like it works as just dialogue, but also works as a song. Like I can't say it would be more powerful as dialogue, like as a speech, than a song. But I can't say that it's more powerful as a song than it would be as speech or dialogue. So I can't put it really put it either. Like, because then I have to put move I start with story up to B tier because this is because this wouldn't be as powerful if it weren't a song. But I don't feel comfortable putting it in B tier because it doesn't do enough as these songs. I would have to move these songs. I would have to move the A tier songs up to S tier. However, none of these songs are as good as the episode 4 songs. So I'm lost on what to do. Okay. So yeah, back down here you go. Next is the right for this reprise. No, not right for this reprise. Jesus Christ. Next is the More Than Anything reprise. That's a fucking tier song. Like it does what it needs to. Like how it starts with story like how it starts with story does. But what it does isn't as good as anything in B tier. And the song just isn't as good as anything in B tier. Actually, it doesn't even really need to be a song. It could just be a sweet moment between Charlie and Veggie. Like, it's not like another song between Charlie and Veggie that I'll mention that does need to be a song. This one could just be a dialogue scene, and it would be just as powerful. But More Than Anything is a powerful song. I don't know. Like, it's a powerful song, yes. But I don't know if it would, whether it would be more powerful as just a dialogue scene. Ooh. I don't know. Because it could be either way. Like, I think it works as. Like, ready for this? I think it would work as either. Work as either a song or dialogue in. I'm just more a fan of. I don't know, cause like it didn't need to be sung, but it was, but it is, and like it's powerful as a song, and like I was gonna say should not exist because it could easy because it would be more powerful as dialogue. Like, however, it's not its own song. It's reprising More Than Anything, which is a very powerful song. So which makes the fact that Charlie and Vaggie are singing it to each other or more powerful. I think I'd have to put it in C tier. Like, I've really thought about it. C tier is where it would go. Here, more. Anything reprise in here, and I put first. I would showing in here, and where did I put? What's the other one I'm missing? Actually, oh, I think that's it. No, yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Finally, for season 1, show must go on. Well, I prefer the season 2 finale. Oh, no, it's not going in there. Well, I prefer the season 2 finale. I prefer show must go on as finale song to on to my hope or something like that. Hear my hope. Yeah. It's a. I think I prefer it as finale song to Hear My Hope. I just think Hear My Hope is a better okay, as a finale, Hear My Hope is better. Though Hear My Hope would be better as a series finale rather than a season finale. You know what I mean? Like, Show Must Go On works better as a season finale. Hear My Hope works better as a series finale. I would not choose to listen to Hear My Hope. I've chosen to listen to The Show Must Go On. Hear My Hope is not on my Spotify playlist. It most likely will find its way there eventually, but right now it's not. It's beer, eh? It's a. Like, because, again, I've chosen to listen to Show Must Go On. It's an incredible season finale song, and it sets up a lot for season 2. It sets up the V's as the main villains. It sets up Cherry Bomb becoming a full resident of the hotel. It sets up Alistair finding a way out of his deal. It sets up everything for season 2. Like, literally everything for season 2, it sets up. Like, except for the twist that Angel was a spy for the V's unwilling way, though that was set up through the rest of the season, from my remembering correctly. Like, whenever Angel just randomly checked his phone, and we didn't see what he was looking at. So that was probably set for that twist. But yeah, this sets up everything, pretty much like everything but that. It's an incredible season finale, and people sleep on it so much. I've heard nothing but disrespect towards this song, and it does not deserve it. Justice for the show must go on. Okay, now. So, this is my season 1 plus pilot Hazbin Hotel song tier list. Yeah, sure. I plan on doing some more tier lists. Makes sense to create an account and share my tier lists so that I can always go back in case I need it. What the fuck? Uh, Let me just do something. No, you know what? Here. No, it's not gonna work. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Uh, nah, doesn't make sense. Oh, uh, yeah, I won't do that. Okay. But I just made a funny ass reply on a tweet. Okay. On to season 2. Now I have listened to these songs significantly less. They are also out of order. These ones I don't know if there will be a season. I honestly don't. The songs in this season are just all pretty good. Now, a lot of these I don't listen. Now, unlike season 1, most of these I don't listen to on my own time. Some of them I do. A lot of them I don't. Some of them I don't. But a lot of them do a lot of important stuff. And seeing as that this season has the most villain songs of songs, when I was analyzing villain songs in Hazbin Hotel, I spent most time on these. So more starting with episode 1, that is Hazbin Guarantee and Trust. Trust has been guaranteed. Trust us, and is there 2 or 3 songs in the first episode of season 2? Oh, once we get up there is one of them. I think there's 2. Yes, there are 2. It has been guaranteed. Trust us, and once we get up there. So, has been guaranteed. Trust us is here. I don't listen to this on my own time. If I'm going on based on the same logic that I used for season 1 songs, for the season 1 and Power songs, it goes on B. Because it's an incredible song that reestablishes these characters, and when I analyzed I analyzed the song, and I analyzed the V's part of the song, and it was very, very, very good. And even though it has been guaranteed, even though it has been guaranteed, E part of this song, with the Hazbin Hotel characters part in the song, it's a great reestablishing song for them. And again, and also it's a great reestablishing song for the V's. And a proper establishing song for the V's at that. It's an incredible. It's a very, very, very good start to the season that I might actually consider putting in A tier, despite the fact that I don't go over my way to listen to it. It does a lot. It does so much. It's a perfect reestablishing. It's a perfect reestablishing song for the Hazbin Hotel and the V's. So I don't know. It might actually be A tier for that. Yeah, it's an A tier. Uh, Next is once we get up there. Oh, oh. I don't know if I want to put an S tier. I do actually choose to listen to this song on my own time. I am much higher on the song than other people, and like I analyzed it with every villain song I've in Has Been Until I analyzed it. It was and it's really good. It's a really good villain song for the V's. I just don't know if it. It's a good enough villain song to be put in S tier, and like a lot of the stuff that it seems to be, and the fact that it's an I Want song, and the V's have not learned that what they want isn't what they need yet fully. I don't know if I can put it in S tier. Like, if the V's all checked into the Hazbin Hotel at the end of season 2, then yes, I think I would put it in S tier. Though I have to put it in A tier, even below Has Been Guaranteed Trust Us, because it doesn't do as much as that song. It's still an incredible villain song. It just doesn't do the same as this, and until we get that payoff of the I Want song, which I fully believe is gonna come probably in season 3 or 4, I can't put it any higher than A tier. But it's an incredible villain song that works perfectly for the V's. It establishes their goal. It establishes their motives for wanting their goal. I just enjoy listening to it. It's a good song, but I can't put it above A tier. Next is episode 2 that has Sarah's Moment and Gravity. I think that's it. Oh, and Like You. Well, Like You is going and should not exist. Like You could have been done as dialogue. It didn't need to be a song. Like You could have been done as simply just just a few scenes of dialogue. A song was not necessary. So, yeah, should not exist. Just getting that out of the way. Sarah's confession. Oh, it's gotta be B tier. It does so much. Ah, like it does so much to make us kind of. It feels like a song that wasn't originally. It, it, like because I know a lot of people, myself included, did not think Sarah actually regretted her decision in the slightest to command the exterminations, or to allow the exterminations. And I feel like it was Sarah's confession, and Sarah's confession is great at rectifying that, because I'm sure a lot of people will actually fully stop believing, myself included, stop believing that she had any malicious intent behind the exterminations after that. And she actually regretted it. So it does a lot for Sarah's character. Have I listened to it since I've watched season 2? No. But it's good. Yeah, I think it's gotta go in B tier. It doesn't do enough to make it into A tier, like Hazbin Guarantee Trust Us did. But it actually does enough that's not in C tier, and it does enough, and like it needed to be a song. Well, I guess it could have been dialogue, but it's more powerful as a song with dialogue. Like, my issue with a lot of the season 1 songs and with Like You is they're not more powerful as a song than they would be as dialogue scenes. Whereas Sarah's confession would be less powerful if it was just a dialogue scene. It's much more powerful as a song. Next is I had it. What is it? 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 Ay, 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 gee. Wait, were there only 2 songs in episode 2? Oh no, Gravity. Gravity is S tier. Here. What it does for Wood's character is immaculate. I analyzed it. What it does for Wood's character is immaculate. What? Really? What Camille Carmine was talking about with Vaggie and Out for Love? Love talking about vengeance against Woot and stuff like that, how she should actually be out for love. That should apply to Woot. Like, that's literally what Woot's doing. Like, when I analyzed Gravity, I was like, oh my god, yeah, I knew the song was targeted towards Vaggie. I just didn't truly know how much. This is a revenge song. Talking about how she wants to get revenge on Vaggie. Yes, she mentions Charlie and the Hazbin Hotel as a whole. And yes, she mentions Charlie, and she is probably going after the Hazbin Hotel as a whole. But the song is mainly about Vaggie. If you listen to the lyrics, it's mostly a revenge song. It's mostly a song about Vaggie. So that's what this is. So yeah, so what it does for its character is incredible. It sets up her being the main villain of probably season 3. And yeah, it just does a lot for its character, and it does a lot of setup, and it just sounds fucking incredible. Like, I have no complaints about Gravity at all. Like, I like I don't know. I love Gravity. It's really good. And I'm glad I waited till till season 2 started, and I watched episode 2 to listen to it. Because when it released, I didn't listen to it because I was like, it's probably gonna be in episode 2. Probably gonna be in other episodes 1 or 2, or it's probably gonna be in the season. I should wait because I was like, I'll wait for the season to release to watch it. Gravity. I'll watch it in the confines of the actual show because it's so much more powerful in the actual show. It's powerful on its own. Don't get me wrong, but it's so much more powerful in the confines of the show. Same with every song here. Same with every song. Like episode 3. Piss. This one I did actually watch before, and I was like, it's okay. I would put it in B tier. Nah, I'd still in B tier. It does a lot for Penchus and Cherry. He's dynamic. It fully canonizes the idea of turf wars and because it was soft canon before then, to my knowledge, because the piloting comics are soft canon, and those were ideas that were mentioned in the piloting comics. It was mentioned in season 1 how Penchus and Cherry fought each other, and how Penchus and Alistair fought each other, though it was never specifically going to mention turf war. So we know that that turf wars are actually a thing that happened in the Pride Ring. So yeah, but yeah, it does a lot for Cherry and Penchus's relationship, for their dynamic. It's incredible. And it's a good song. I just don't listen to it on my own time. It's own time. Maybe if I did a full analysis of the heroes songs in Hazbin Hotel, I would be higher on Piss. I would be higher on Sarah's Confession. I might even be higher on Hazbin Guarantee, the half that is in the V's part. I might be higher on Like You, though I doubt it. I might be higher on some of these other songs. I'm just not as interested in analyzing the hero songs as I am the villain songs, because villains are so much more interesting to analyze because they generally have a lot more complexity to them than the heroes. Now, there are definitely characters that I could analyze the complexity of, like Serpentius, Angel Dust, for example. Vagia. I could analyze these characters to an extent. Just, I could much more easily analyze Fox or Loot or Looters a villain. It would be just so much easier and more interesting for me. It's one season 3 song down. How many songs are there? I mean, not season 3, in episode 3. How many songs are there in episode 3? There's Piss, there's. Speedrun to Redemption. And that's it. Speedrun to Redemption is another B tier song. It had, like these three, it had to be a song. I don't listen to it on my own time. It's a fun song, and it does a lot. But, like, it needed to happen, and it needed to be a song. And it's a fun song. But I'm never going to choose to listen to it. It's on my playlist. It'll probably never be on my playlist. And just, I feel like it kind of murders Charlie's character. Because if she was still properly in, like if she was still in the grief phase, like she was in episode 1 over Serpentius, I could forgive her, or like I could forgive her actions here. I just can't, because she knows he's alive and he was redeemed. So it doesn't make sense for this song to be where it is. Though also, I feel like it needs to be in episode 3, and it needs to be the same episode that Cherry started singing in the hotel. And the catalyst for Cherry choosing to stay at the hotel was learning that Serpentius was redeemed. So, and like her thinking it over. So I don't know. I might. It's C tier, actually. It doesn't do enough. Now that I think about it, it doesn't do enough. I'm more so thinking about the aftermath of it, which does a lot for Angel's character. Even a bit for Vox's and Huss, but it doesn't do. But the song itself doesn't do enough for any character. So it has to go in C tier, because it does need to. I do think it needs to exist. I do think it needs to be a song. I just think it's in the wrong spot. I just think it's it's at a weird time where it has to be where it is, but it also should be earlier. So really, there's no winning with it. It has to be in C tier. Next is episode 4. Yeah, because this is the last song of episode 3. Episode 4, that would be Don't You Forget Reprise. Is there any others in episode 4? No. Question mark? I don't think so. Yeah, no. Don't You Forget. That's an S tier. I listen to it regularly. Like, I choose to listen to it regularly. It does so much for Alistair and Rosie's characters. It sets up a bit of Alistair making a plan to get out of his deal. It pays off something that it pays off something that it pays off something that what show must go the show must go on, the last song of season 1 set up. It pays off a lot, and it sets up a lot, and it does a lot for these two characters. And it's a great song that I choose to listen to regularly. Like it's incredible. It needs to exist, and it needs to be a song too. Don't forget Reprise. I've mentioned how incredible the reprises are. Don't you forget Reprise is sheer perfection of a musical number. It's perfect. It does so much for Vox, so much for Alistair. It takes Don't You Forget. Vox takes Don't You Forget, which is Rosie's song that she used to control Alistair. Vox tries to use it to control Alistair, though Alistair is more in control than he was in the original with Rosie. Because, well, he knows he can manipulate Vox. He knows he can't manipulate Rosie, but he can manipulate Vox. So he isn't worried about Vox. He's worried about Rosie. So he feels more in control with the reprise. The reprise also reprises, like, I'm pretty sure really all of Vox's other songs to this point. It's fucking immaculate. Wait. Episode 5. That is Vox Populi, Vox Day, and Easy. Vox Populi, S tier. I've analyzed it. I've talked about why it's S tier. I think I have multiple clips on my Twitch about why it's so good. And also, I'm planning on uploading some clips about why I think it's good to Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter. I also plan on uploading them to YouTube. Subscribe. I'm not going to repeat what I said about Vox Populi here. Same about Vox Day, though I think Vox Day is an A tier. I don't think it's on the same level. I also don't choose to listen to Vox Day. I choose to listen to Vox Populi. I also didn't realize that it partially reprises Gravity. Like the flood line in Vox Day kind of reprises the flood line in Gravity. And Gravity also kind of reprises Hell is Forever with the Eye for an Eye line. Which is cool. Next is Easy. Wait, no, Easy's episode 6. What am I fucking talking about? Next, episode 6. That is, I think it's Love in a Bottle, Losing Streak, Easy, Love in a Bottle, Losing Streak, and Easy. Those three. Love in a Bottle is B tier. It does quite a bit for Husk's character. It sounds good. It just doesn't do a lot. Actually, no, it has to. It does need to exist, and it does need to be a song. I think it's most powerful as a song. So yeah, it has to be low B tier. Oh my god, I forgot cleaning it up from episode 4. This is an A tier song. I would have had B tier, simply because it's just, I thought it was just a fun song. But it was pointed out to me that in the Japanese lyrics, at least in the subtitles, she really talks about how she actually believes in Charlie. So it's great. So it does a lot for Nifty's character. And it's a really fun song. Like, it does more for Nifty's character than Love in the Bottle does for Husk's character. Really, Husk's big character moment, big character song so far has actually been Soap and a Loser Baby. Love in the Bottle did a bit for Husk's character. It just didn't do enough. To make it out of B tier. Okay. So back to episode 5 songs. Losing Streak. Episode 6 songs. Losing Streak is B tier. It did a bit for Angel. It did a bit for Husk. Fine song. Not out of B tier. Again, maybe if I did a hero song analysis for Hazbin Hotel, these 4 songs might be an A tier. I'm just not interested in doing that right now. Easy. Again, B tier. And I don't really choose to listen to any of these 3 songs. And Easy, like, as a song, is probably my least favorite, though it does the most for Charlie and Veggie. Though it does more for Charlie and Veggie than Love in a Bottle and Losing Streak to for Husk and Angel. So goes here. Though I prefer Piss as a song, and I feel like it does more for Penchus and Cherry, for Sir Penchus and Cherry, and Sarah's Confession. While I'd say as a song, I think Sarah's Confession and Easy are on the same level for me. Sarah's Confession does a lot more for Sarah than Easy does for Charlie or Veggie. Next, episode 7. That is Bad With Us is a B tier. Like, I don't like, as a song, I'm not a big fan of it. Like, it's not on my playlist. It's never going on my playlist. Like, I would never choose to listen to it. I will only ever listen to it in the confines of the show. However, what it does is incredible. I just analyzed it on Thursday, but Vox Day, in Vox Populi. But what it does I have to talk about this again. What it does for the V's is so good. like it's so good as a like Fox's manipulation in that song is so very good that I have to give it its flowers. And like the fact that it sounds like a Disney princess song is so fucking funny that I have to give it B tier. Or go watch my analysis of Bad with Us. I think I have it as a clip. Uh, to know more. Uh, Brighter. Wait. Yes. Brighter's next. Brighter is A tier. Above Corning Up. Above Vox Day. It does a lot for Vox. I mean, it's his fucking backstory. Of course, it does a lot for him. I think it's top of A tier. I prefer Hazbin Guarantee Trust Us, and um, once we get up there as songs, like I would choose to listen to these before I would choose to listen to Brighter. But since I'm mostly looking at these through a writing perspective and what it does for the story and its characters, Brighter does more for Vox than anything than any of the other songs in A tier do for its characters. Again, it's his backstory. It's Vox's backstory, so of course it does more than these songs. It has to. Like, if we get a Huss backstory and it's on the same and it does the same for him as Love in a Bottle does, it fails as a backstory. Whereas if we get it and it's on the same level as character development he got with Loser Baby, then it succeeds as a backstory. Brighter succeeds as a backstory because it exceeded expectations. Or Brighter severely succeeds as a backstory because it exceeded expectations. And it just does so much for Vox's character that I cannot give it any less than the top of A tier. In fact, no, it has to go in S tier. And it's the only one here that is not on my playlist and that I do not choose to listen to, though it's probably going on my playlist. In fact, hold on. Now it's on my playlist. I still won't choose to listen to it as much as these songs, but it still does so much for Vox's character. Oh! It might be the best song in the fucking season. I could see a debate for it being the best song in the season. Even the best song of the fucking series so far. That's how much it does for Vox's character. And Vox is like the best character the show has. Like, it's Vox and Alistair that... It's Vox, Alistair, Angel, and Sir Pentious that are the best characters the show has. Vox is like the best villain the show has had so far. But like I listen to these more. I think that bounces out, so I think I'm gonna put it in the middle of A tier. I mean, middle of S tier. Um, and finally, episode 8. Live to live or live to live. I don't know what exactly those words are. I'm assuming to live to live. Uh, it's A tier. It does so much for Sarah and Sir Pentious' characters. Uh, that I can't put it in, and it's a good song. That can't go into B tier. I would not choose to listen to it though. It's either a bottom of A or top of B. No, it's top of B. Because I would not choose to listen to it like I would these ones. And excluding Vox Day, and it's been guaranteed justice. And like and Vox Day, it's just not the same. But like, and it doesn't do as much as these two songs do. Ooh, especially if you're doing Vox Populi and Vox Day as one song, which they're clearly meant to be viewed as one song, like how Kill Bill Volumes 1 and 2 are meant to be seen as one movie. So, like, Live to Live doesn't do as much as anything up here. I also don't choose to listen to it in my free time. It's just a good song that does a lot for Serpentious and Sarah, but it doesn't do enough to make it of B tier. I don't listen to it on my own time. Oh, I forgot. When I think about the Future's an episode 7 song. When I think about the Future is an A tier song. Right here. Middle of A tier. It does so much. It's a perfect setup for episode 8. It's a perfect reading song to episode 8. It's a perfect song to put before episode 8. At the end of episode 7. It's a perfect reading song to episode 8. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. However, it's not a song I could listen to on my own time. It's perfect for the show. It's a song that if it comes on, I'll listen to it. No, it's not going on. Probably not going on my playlist just anytime soon. So it's not just going to come on. Alright. So it's fine. Like, it's perfect. Again, it's perfect for the show. Though as a song, I don't care for it. So that's why it's only in middle of A tier. If I cared more for it as a song, it would probably be here. Or here. Probably here underneath Brighter. But because I don't care much for it as a song, it goes in the middle of A tier. Finally, Hear My Hope. I already mentioned how I vastly prefer Show Must Go On as a season finale song, and how Hear My Hope feels more like a series finale song. Like, it feels so much like it feels like it would fit much more as the series finale song rather than the season finale song. It just feels like that, but it was a good season finale. In all, no, I don't think I can give it anything under A tier because it does a lot for. Because it sets up a lot. It still sets up a bit. It does a lot for. Uh. It. Like. It does a lot. It does a bit for. And it does a bit for the overlords, including Valentino and Velvet. It. Setting up probable redemption arc in season 3 with Vox. Like, setting up a probable V's redemption arc. So, like, it does a lot, just doesn't do as much as I would like it to. And it feels more like a conclusive song to the series as a whole rather than just the season. That's basically my main complaint about it. Other than that, it's fine. I wouldn't choose. It's not my playlist, though. I could see it with a few more listens growing on me enough to go onto my playlist. So, yeah, that's basically it. How my Hazbin Hotel tier list would go. Oh shit. Okay. Well, thank you for watching YouTube. I've been Plasma. This has been my Hazbin Hotel song tier list so far. See you back with the Hazbin Hotel song tier list when season 3 finishes up. Yep. And I might redo my season 1 and 2 if my opinions change. Right? See you.